Glad to have you here with us as we continue on this beautiful Thursday morning here in downtown Chattanooga. 49 degrees and we are soaking in the sunshine. We'll talk more about that coming up today at noon. Dr. Willie LaBonne joining us here to kick things off. Dr. LaBonne, good to see you as always. Of course, Med Spa of Chattanooga. We're going to be covering a whole lot of topics today. You ready to dive in?
Sure.
Getting into fall and winter, it seems like more and more of us get sicker with a heightened frequency.
Yes.
Why is that?
Actually, a combination of things. One is closed indoor, contact, so more crowded.
Right.
People spend more time indoors. Time for flu and colds and all that. So when people get sick, sometimes they think, oh, I'm not contagious. I'm still going to go to the gym. I'm still going to go to work. But guess what? You're still contagious.
Yeah.
When you sneeze, touch your mouth, your nose. If you're a little sick, guess what? That virus actually stays alive about 24 hours. So if you touch the door, if anything that you touch is still there.
And when you are contagious, your ability to catch stuff is also heightened as well.
Oh, absolutely,
right? Because
now your immune system is already fighting, something. So then you add something on top of that. And again, if you're not healthy to begin with, guess what?
Does the dry air that we're breathing this time of year have anything to do with it also?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, the dry air and the cold air. So it's funny, the science actually has shown that your nose is the first defense for your immune system, and believe it or not, like 9 degrees colder, it actually decreases your immune system by about 50%.
Wow.
So cold air in the nose actually can make you sick, which is kind of funny, more susceptible to sickness.
I wouldn't have thought that, but that's why you're the expert. All right, we've talking about every year about this time we talk about flu.
Yes.
What's the preliminary outlook for the influenza season?
So funny, actually this morning CDC sent out, their preliminary, and it pretty much says the flu shot is about 50% effective, which has been like that for a while.
Right.
So, I mean, better to take it than not take it, but it's only about 50% right now. Yeah.
Do we have an outlook for the various flu strains? It seems like there's the strain A, the strain B of the flu. Has it been narrowed down any this year?
Not really. I mean, what they do, believe it or not, is like the southern hemisphere gets it first, and then they use that as a predictor for northern hemisphere, which is us. So we're kind of tracking, South Africa, Australia, and what they're getting over there, and thinking that that's about the same strains that are going to come this way.
Before we get into some of the products you have here on the table, time change coming up 1 week from this Sunday.
Yes.
Does that affect our health or our mood or both?
Oh, 100%. So, of course, most people don't like the spring because you lose 1 hour. Wintertime, actually, the days are shorter. So your mood, actually, people get depressed because, you leave your house when it's dark, you come home when it's dark, and you don't see much sunlight.
Yeah.
So it totally affects, how we feel. We feel depressed, we don't like it. We just want to hibernate.
You combine all that with the stress of the holiday season coming up. How can you help? I know we have one of the products down here having to do with stress. What does this do exactly?
So your immune system actually responds to stress. So a little bit of stress is actually healthy. It keeps you healthy. It keeps you kind of, reaching for higher, standards and everything. But too much stress actually tears your immune system down.
Wow. And I believe the stress product you have here is not that one.
So this one right here is a combination of different things. It actually helps you to sleep better. It helps you to control your mood. It actually supplements some of the amino acids, that can actually help your immune system. So it's not just one thing. It's a combination of everything. Enough sleep. Most people don't get enough sleep. Vitamin D is, it's great for the immune system. It's a hormone, not just a vitamin. So there's so many things that actually come into play.
You're noted, justifiably so, for your devotion and attention to the biggest organ in the body.
Sure.
Skincare.
Yes.
Does our skincare regimen change as we get into colder weather?
Absolutely. Again, air is drier, so you need a little bit more moisture you know, you need to actually keep hydrated. A lot of people hydrate better during the summer because they think they're sweating, it's hot. But in the wintertime, air is actually drier. So every time you talk, every time you breathe, you're actually losing hydration. And if you don't stay hydrated, again, everything kind of suffers from that.
You told me a while back to get some creatine gummies, and I did, and I can tell a remarkable difference, yet I don't know what they're made up of. Tell me. So
creatine, actually, you have to eat about 6 pounds of meat every day to be able to get the creatine that you get.
Wow.
Creatine is actually the most studied supplement in the world ever, so there's a ton of science behind it. And now it's actually, found that just, 5 grams was the standard dose. Now they're saying more like, 10 to 15, depending on lifestyle, stress levels, and all that stuff. But it helps your brain, it helps your immune system, it helps you retain your muscle. It's like, if you don't take anything else, this is one of the supplements that you should be taking.
Thank you for staying up on top of this and keeping us informed. It doesn't matter whether it's your skin or all the way down deeper. This is the lady, Dr. Willie LaBonne. Thanks so much for joining us. You can find out more about the great work that Willie and her team does. All you got to do is check out the website, Med Spa of Chattanooga. It's Med Spa of Chattanooga. You will experience better care. We're back with more of Let's Chat after this.
Thank you.